In the village of Oluwasiai, people whispered about a mysterious young woman named Adunni. She was not just a hair braider. She was magic. No one knew where Adunni came from. One season, she simply appeared, quiet, graceful, always dressed in dark indigo cloth, always carrying a small wooden box of combs, oils, beads, and bone-white cowrie shells. But when she touched hair, it became art. Women who sat on her stool left with styles so beautiful that strangers stopped them on the road. Braids that shone like moonlight. Cornrows that moved like living patterns. Locks that smelled of sweet herbs and ancient rain. Yet Adunni had one rule. A rule she repeated softly before touching anyone's head: while I braid your hair, you must not look into any mirror. Not glass. Not water. Not metal. Only after I finish. If you agreed, she would braid you. If you refused, she would pack her tools and walk away. No one argued. Because those who obeyed always left blessed. But long ago, before anyone remembered Adunni's name, there was a story. A story about the first girl who broke the rule. Her name was Zainab. Zainab was known for two things: her beauty and her curiosity. She had heard the rumors, how Adunni's braids made girls glow, how men traveled days just to glimpse the hairstyles, how elders warned children never to disturb her work. Zainab wanted that beauty. But more than that, she wanted to know why the rule existed. When she sat on Adunni's low wooden stool, Adunni's dark eyes met hers. Do you agree not to look into a mirror while I braid? Zainab smiled. I agree. Adunni began. Her fingers moved unnaturally fast, yet gentle. The air grew cooler. The scent of burning herbs drifted through the hut though no fire burned. As Adunni braided, she whispered in a language Zainab did not recognize. The hut felt bigger, deeper, like the walls were moving farther away. Zainab felt something tug inside her chest. A pressure. A whisper. Look. She resisted. Minutes passed. The whispers grew louder. Just one glance. Zainab's eyes wandered. Near the corner of the hut leaned a small bronze hand mirror, its surface dark and cloudy with age. Adunni's back was turned. Zainab swallowed. Slowly. Quietly. She reached and lifted the mirror. At first, Zainab saw her reflection. Then, her reflection blinked when she didn't. Her eyes in the mirror turned black. Not dark brown. Not shadowed. Black like a hole with no bottom. Behind her reflection stood Adunni. But not the Adunni in the hut. This Adunni was taller. Her neck was too long. Her arms bent backward. Her fingers were thin like spider legs, braiding Zainab's hair with dozens of extra hands growing from her ribs. And braided into Zainab's scalp were not extensions, but thin black threads sinking into her skin. Moving. Alive. Zainab tried to scream. No sound came out. In the mirror, her mouth stretched wider than humanly possible. Her reflection began to smile. And then it spoke. You looked. Now you see. Now you belong. The mirror cracked down the middle. Adunni finished. She turned around. Stand up, she said softly. Zainab stood. Her body felt light. Too light. Adunni handed her a cloth. You may look now. Zainab looked into the cracked mirror again. Her hair was the most beautiful style she had ever seen. Intricate. Perfect. But her scalp was no longer visible. Where her path lines should be were tiny black knots. Like sealed mouths. She opened her mouth to speak. Nothing came out. Only a faint whispering sound. Like many voices breathing together. Adunni leaned close. You saw my true form, she said, so you will now carry my secret. Zainab tried to run. Her legs moved. but not toward the door. They walked outside, down the road, into the forest, without her controlling them. The villagers never saw Zainab again. Elders say Adunni is not human. She is one of the age-iron, ancient witch spirits who feed on vanity and curiosity. They do not eat flesh. They eat identity. Every head she braids becomes a doorway. If the person obeys the rule, Adunni seals the doorway and leaves them blessed. If the person looks, their soul is braided into her world. They become one of the whispers inside her fingers. One more thread. One more voice. One more secret. To this day, Adunni still appears in different villages. Same face. Same voice. Same rule. People who obey leave glowing. People who disobey simply vanish. Sometimes, late at night, when a woman is braiding her child's hair and the room is silent, you may hear a soft voice near your ear. Do not look. Do not look. Do not look. Because somewhere, Adunni is braiding. And she is always waiting for the curious ones. Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe for more tales.